Hello, everyone. So, as we have talked already about cloud computing, we talked about blockchain, we talked about IoT. So these are, the latest trends of the 21st century. So all of actually all of these IoT devices and blockchain, infrastructure, they are producing a lot of data, as we know, because there are millions of IoT devices. They're going to be in billions in near future, and these IoT devices are in the cars, in smartphones, in smart homes, in smart traffic controls, in smart safe cities, in smart grids, in smart logistics, quality production areas. Everywhere we have all these smart devices with sensors which are producing tons of data all the time, and all these data we are sending it to the cloud, and it's getting processed, and we are getting data from the cloud to the systems. So this is what how the cloud computing is kind of working. But it has certain kind of problems, like for example, latency is one of the problem. If, for example, companies like um, Amazon AWS clouds, Azure, and Microsoft clouds, when they receive data, they process data, or they send some information back to the sensor devices, this can cause latency. This can cause problems. For example, we can have network outages in the case of internet connection problems. We can, let's say, in the case of a smart vehicle, we can sometimes lead to a very dangerous situation. Let's say a smart vehicle is going on the road, and there is some snowy area, or some dangerous road, or some hole in the road that needs to be that information needs to be transferred to the car, to the smart vehicle. If this information is coming from the cloud and there is some internet connection problem, then we as passengers in such a smart vehicle can be in a very life threatening situation. So, and also, this processing of so much data on the cloud also causes problems. There is much more storage capacity needed, and this causes further issues and further latencies and things like this. To solve this problem, the cloud computing changed, or it evolved to another technological advancement, you can say, which is called edge computing. So edge, what is edge? What does edge computing mean? Edge computing means that you provide those cloud services close to the edge. Let's say in the case of smart vehicles, or cell tower, in the case of cell towers, you provide the storage and computing capacity near the edge, near the application, you know like in the case of smart forms. Let's say you provide an edge computing or a storage or computing ability here in the case of a smart form, let's say, or or traffic, or whatever, and of course, so this will help us, because this storage, this sending of the data to from our smart infrastructure to the cloud, it takes a lot of time. So that is not happening anymore. Instead, we are storing the data, and the data computation is happening near the edge, right here, inside, like more locally. So the cloud is actually has is providing services much more closer, in the form of edges, like in a much more distributed way, near the applications, or near the application area. And that helps us remove those issues with the cloud computing that we have. For example, in the case of, if there is no internet connection, we will still be having data storage and data computation uh, going on near the edge, like as here. So, sorry. So this is what edge computing is. The edge computing is really a very fascinating idea. It's a very smart idea of the cloud companies like Amazon, Google, and AWS. And this will also help us make the system more secure. For example, the data from here cannot be accessed somehow through hacking or something at other places. It's more local. It's more secure. So that's it.